If you want to maximize the value of your private label rights offering, then what you need to do is undertake a few steps. If you follow this process and do some or all of what we're talking about in this video, you will maximize the amount of money you will make when you sell this product. Not just because the product itself will be worth more, but because you'll make more sales from it. Now, what we're going to talk about in this video is things that probably 95% of marketers who buy PLR products don't do. Remember, 70 to 80% of people who buy PLR never do anything with it. Most of those that do don't do anything other than just stick it on their website. So we're going to show you how to make yourself stand out from the crowd and potentially make an awful lot more money through proper use of private label rights. Now, firstly, you need to create new graphics. If there's a private label rights release, everyone's going to use the same graphics. Some people may change the title on it, but they'll still use the same graphics. Remember, if people are looking for information, they want to solve a problem, they don't buy the first product they come along. They don't go, yeah, that will do, off they go. They research. They're likely to look at a number of products. What's going to happen if they look at lots of products and they all look the same? They're likely not to buy them, or they'll pick one based on the price. And if yours isn't the cheapest, then you won't sell it. However, if you've got different graphics, a different title, and it looks different when they get there, then they're going to assume that your product is different, and you may find there's a higher chance of them actually buying it because of that difference. The next step is to rewrite the sales letter. Now, this may sound like a lot of work, but again, people will see the sales letter, and if it reads exactly the same, they're going to go, oh, well, it's the same as that other product. And again, you're going to lose out. So what you need to do is rewrite the sales letter, change the headline, change the layout, change a lot of the text, add some bonuses to it, and so on. And if you do that, you'll find, again, you'll make more sales, because not all PLR products have good sales letters. Quite often the sales letters aren't written by professionals. They're written by just normal people who are producing the PLR. So often a rewrite will actually help boost sales. If you add bonuses to it and include these in the sales letter that are valuable, they add value to that whole sales process, again, you're going to be able to get more for the product. People look at the bonuses, and that helps determine whether it's worth the price. In fact, in some cases, people will only buy a product because of the bonuses. That has been known. But you've got to make sure the bonuses aren't any old rubbish. Maybe you've made them out of PLR yourself. But make sure they're valuable and they're relevant to the actual product itself. Add some of those, and that again will help increase the value of it. Add extra information into the product. Either create videos or audio about it, or one of my favourite tricks is if I've got 4 or 5 books on a subject, I'll combine the whole lot to create one really good monster book. Take PLR articles or other information that you've researched and found in the niche and include that in your product to make it stand out, to make it look different, to make it have more information. You want to have the edge over the competition, and that's one way of doing it. An audio version is also perceived as valuable. That could be a bonus or it could be an upsell. You could read the book yourself using a microphone and recording software, or alternatively you could quite simply outsource that and pay a voiceover artist to do it for you. Whichever, then that's potential. Again, that adds value. Maybe instead of selling the ebook, you'd actually just sell the audio version with the ebook thrown in as a transcription. A video version again would work. You can combine the three, maybe sell the video course rather than the actual ebook, and maybe include the ebook again as a bonus, as a transcription or something like that. Again, if people see a product in video, they're going to think it's instantly more valuable than just a plain ebook. It's just natural perception. But the key is for you to make it unique and for you to stand out from the crowd. That's what you're doing in the whole of this process. You're taking the private label rights product and making it your own so that you are the only one with that product. And if you do that, you're going to stand out from the crowd and you're going to find you'll make more sales. As I said, remember, if people are researching, they will look at lots of products. If they see a dozen of them are pretty much the same graphics, same title, same headline, then all they're competing on is price. If yours looks different, has much more in it, and has a video and audio as well, then obviously you've got a big edge on the competition and don't have to compete on price. Whereas the rest will be trying to drop their prices as low as they can in order to make sales. you can probably increase yours because it's a different product, and that puts you at the forefront of the marketplace, and so you'll make more money. If you follow the herd with PLR, you're going to struggle to sell your product. Remember, of the people that do use the PLR, most of them will not make any changes. I know I've sold PLR products in the past, and I can go and do a Google right now, and I could show you 24 or more pages, in fact probably most of the top 100 results of people selling my product, but then they haven't made a single change to the actual web page. It's exactly as is, and I can tell you that I know that product in particular sells. There's somebody selling it for $1, and there's other people trying to sell it for $47. You can see it's all exactly the same. They haven't even changed the sales page. In fact, in quite a few of these, it's still got all the pink text in it where people have to put their own details in. One or two of them actually have my name on. So, you know, following the herd is not going to make it easy for you to sell money. You've got to stand out from the crowd. And doing that will make you much more profit. A unique product will be much easier for you to sell into the marketplace. You've got to be creative. As I said, this is the whole stepping away from the herd mentality. Be creative. Think about what you're doing and how you can deliver it with maximum value, maximum intensity for people. You've got to make sure that they're going to get full value from it. So what can you do that is going to make it the most valuable product they can possibly own? Can you make it quicker, easier, whatever? What can you do? Can you automate it more for them? Add value to it, and it will add value to your bottom line. But in order to do this and to really maximize value, you have to understand your target market. You need to know who they are, what they want, what problems they have, what their pain is, and what solutions they're after, and then you need to give it to them. A good understanding of your target market will mean you can meet their needs and so maximize your sales and your profit. You've got to understand what problems they are experiencing, what pain have they got, what solutions are they after. All of this is information that you have to know to fully understand them and to make sales to them. If you don't know it, then you're going to struggle to meet their needs by solving the problems they're experiencing. You've got to ensure that a product is focused on their wants. And let's think about this a minute, needs and wants. Do people buy what they need? Well, no, they don't. People buy what they want. So you've got to make sure that you differentiate between them. Don't try and meet their needs, address their needs, but meet their wants. Think about it. Do you need a 52-inch plasma television in your house? No, you don't. But you may well have one because you want it. In fact, you may not be able to afford to put food on the table, but because you wanted your satellite TV system with high definition, you've managed to get that, but you can't feed your family. So you see that quite often. People will spend money on their wants and ignore their needs. So you need to understand what do they want. And that again is going to help you to create a product that's of maximum value to your potential market, which means it's more profitable for yourself. You do have to target your market precisely. You need to understand them, know who they are, know what they want, focus on them, and if you do that, then you're going to make a profit. You're going to stand out from the crowd. You're going to be more likely to make sales. It's going to make a big difference for you marketing PLR products. Now, what we've talked about in this video, the majority of marketers will not do. They will ignore it. I'm going to tell you that straight up right now. Most marketers will not bother doing any of this. You do this, you are going to stand out from the crowd, and you are going to maximize your potential revenue from your product, and that is what you want.